Pisces, it's Mary with Seer. Thanks for stopping by. This is your weekly tarot. This is for January 1st through the 7th, 2020. Happy New Year. And I just want to say, if you'd like to book a reading, you can go into the description box. There's a link to my website. Also, there is links in the description box if you'd like to donate, Venmo, or PayPal. So, I have a few cards out because this is my third attempt. So, the oracle card we have from the enchanted map is slow and steady. So this is the energy of, they talk about, it's a 12, which is a 3. So enchanted map talks about working with others. 3 is working with others, sorry. Enchanted map talks about taking your time while you're working on your goal to appreciate the moments, to savor the moments in getting there. There's something about this process that, well, should be reflected and enjoyed, okay? So, there's a lot of earth here, which is interesting, but I kind of feel like it's somebody in particular in this. It might be you, Pisces, or somebody you're dealing with, okay? So it could resonate all or in part. So I'm going to start with the Queen of Pentacles. And there's the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So Queen of Pentacles is somebody that maybe feels like this is like a wife or a mother. But when she's reversed, she's not doing too well financially. She's like dependent financially. So it's kind of a feeling of being compromised in some way, you know, and not being the nurturer or that abundant person that she usually is when she's upright. Now this feels like it could be because a separation, or maybe there was some kind of love relationship. This is the Knight of Cups reversed. Maybe something fell through and somebody decided they didn't want to be in a commitment. Maybe they got distracted and they offered their love to someone else. So this causes person, this feminine energy. So again, if it's earth, it could be any of the earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. Could just be, it could actually represent you, Pisces, if you're going through this. So feeling like having to move and not having the means. Feeling like how am I going to survive? What am I going to do? This kind of thing. And really being troubled about it. This is the Five of Pentacles. Excuse me. So the next card is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is, okay, this is like a fated, like your fate. Okay, somebody's fate. Because it's upright, it's actually a good thing. So somehow this challenge is actually an opportunity to grow. I'm really struggling with communication today. I don't know why. So I'm not sure if you feel it yet or this person feels it yet, but this is an opportunity for abundance, to change things, to change your luck. You know? Oh, I felt that. I hope you did. Okay. Let's start over then, as a page. Let's look at how I can create abundance. Do I get a new job? Do I go back to school? Let me really look at this thing, okay? Because whoever this is about doesn't want to be in this compromised position again, where they have to be dependent on others, or not being able to choose their own path. Really, really important. This is a self-empowerment journey. And that's why I think somebody's being asked to savor this. Because this is special. This is a special journey. And now we have the Five of Wands, and this is about chaos and competition. We have a lot of hands with wands. So I'm wondering, it feels like resistance, and I don't know if it's your own doubts in your head or other people. Either way, those don't have to own you, and that's really important that you know that. And if people are not supportive, then maybe they don't need to know. So, but if you have those doubts, and it's normal to have those doubts, especially after going through this, but there's a part of you that knows you can do this, that maybe you were always supposed to do this. I don't think that's maybe anything. It was always your fate, okay, to overcome this, to be in your own power, or somebody here, okay? So this is rhetoric. You can shut it down in your mind. Just go, I got this. And maybe this is conquering the thoughts that held you back for a long time. 2 5s is about conflict, okay? This is overcoming the conflict. Maybe that's held. Yeah, I just said that held you back. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Let's look at that. The Hangman. So Hangman reversed is about maybe you knew you were supposed to make this change and you just kind of didn't know how to do it. But there was a need for change and to look at things different and to find your value. It's been there for a while. So then I have the Ace of Wands here. And this is a new start. It's a rebirth. And starting to get that passion for what about me? What about what I want? This is a creative energy. That's great. New enterprise, new business, new life. King of Swords. Then we have this air. This is an air sign. King of Air. Reversed. Okay? Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but it's masculine energy. And this person may be educated. Maybe somebody's more educated than you and kind of towers over you. Like as if they're looking down at you. Oh yeah, like you can really do that. I don't know who that is, but that's abuse, okay? Call it for what it is. And it's about keeping others down and elevating themselves. So what you might want to do, just consider that source. Is that holding you back? Is that listening and believing that in your highest, greatest interests, you know? Does it serve you? Maybe there's something you were really supposed to do here. And it's time. Clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. Okay? Knight of Cups. So not wanting to be in this commitment anymore. Somebody, maybe both of you. Somebody says, maybe I didn't think this through. Maybe it's time I changed. I don't feel the same way anymore. Okay? Justice reversed is about, this isn't fair. It feels like it's not fair to you, to whoever this is about. Queen of Cups, reverse. This is emotional imbalance. So this is causing emotional pain. And when we're in a place of emotional pain, it's hard. It's harder for us to make good decisions because we're kind of compromised, you know. And when water sign has emotional pain, it's even like double, you know, or it's bigger than that. So maybe whoever's in this energy, so it could be another water sign, any water sign, feminine energy, doesn't have to be. But, you know, maybe this person isn't being their regular self. You know, maybe they're being, feeling sorry for themselves and being kind of jealous of other people, feeling like, why don't I get this? Just a moment here. So, but that happens when we get kind of beaten down. Why don't I get this? So another way of maybe flipping that is, how can I get this? How can I change this? And that not only makes you feel better, it changes the energy, because it's opening a door saying, I'm open to this. Okay? So 5 of Cups. Let's take a look at what's happened. Okay? Let's take a look at the disappointment and the pain in our relationship. And this needs to be dealt with, but we don't want to stay here too long, okay? And so it's easy to understand how we can become kind of, well, like we lose a spark. We lose determination or hope, right? So, but having to leave and having to be shut out and be financial loss, feeling compromised in that way, sometimes that awakens things in us and goes, well, Knight of Swords, this is good. I got to take swift action here. I got to see what's really going on. How can I make a change? This is a Knight of Swords, quick action in the truth. Let's cut through the crap and see where the truth is. That's good. Let's get this stuff moving. But that's why they're saying also keep in mind that it needs to be savored. So while you want to take swift action, you want to kind of, it's almost like keep your balance, okay? 8 of Swords, and because of this, the anxiety. Okay, coming out of the anxiety, there's a warning not to put ourselves back into it by doing too much or not having all the information where we feel like we can't move, okay? But this is also feeling like you're coming out of the imprisonment that you felt you were in with not having hope, okay? But sometimes when we're forced to make changes, we have to get over it because it's about our survival. But we start to see more, though, than just survival, okay? So 8 of Wands is reverse. This is taking action after feeling imprisoned and feeling like you can't move forward. This is the 8 of Wands reverse. So then we realize we can change our fate. Maybe this is fate. What can I do? This is really a great reading. 9 of Cups. This is not what I wanted. It was not where I thought I would be. 9 of Cups reverse. It's kind of like, how did I get here? And how do I stop this from ever happening again? This is the World. How do I end this cycle? That's the right question. Chariot. By moving forward, getting myself in balance. The Chariot is about balance. It's about balancing your light and dark side, your fears and your goals, and saying, okay, now that it's just you again, or, you're the one making the decisions here, what is it you want? And it is up to you. But it is a place of empowerment and forward movement, and that's really, really good. Okay. So, Page of Pentacles. What about the plan? What about the offer? What about a contract? How am I going to do this? And then this doubt comes in. The financial loss of the past. Okay. We all have loss. We all have disappointments. It doesn't define you, and it doesn't have to. It's up to you. It's up to you. If you let that hold you back. I think you can see that because you know better things are ahead. You know you can put this behind you. So that's had enough power over you, right? Page of Wands, reverse, is feeling kind of beaten down, like, this is not getting good news. Maybe something happened. Something else happened. But again, it doesn't define you. Okay? Let me get one more card here. 2 of Cups. It's 2 of Cups reverse. It might be the end of the relationship. Somebody you thought you'd be with forever. And that's painful. That's hard. Maybe somebody chose somebody else. They didn't want to be with you anymore. Lack of desire. Or they gave an offer to someone else. Maybe you found something out. Maybe they put you in a place of competition, competing with others. And that's very difficult. Okay. Let's look at the Five of Wands now. The Hermit. How do we quiet this chaos in our mind, inside our mind, after experiencing this in our life? Well, we've got to separate ourselves from the energy, or from whoever. If we have people around us that are still doing this, to separate ourselves and go within. That's needing to flip this Hermit around. But also could be that you've been in the Hermit place and quiet. I think there still needs work to be done, because this feels like it's still there. Okay, let me get another card. Judgment. Yeah, I think this is still here. You're still processing this. It's that, why does this keep happening? So kind of flip-flopping back, but that's okay. That's working things out, changing. Again, this is the end of the cycle. It's up to you. If you resist, the more you resist, the more, the longer it'll take to get moving and stay on track. So if you do it gently, slow and steady, okay. You take one part at a time. Judgment reverse is the cycle that keeps repeating. Okay. Yes, I know this cycle has repeated. This is part of my lesson. So overcoming this lesson means I have to deal with the fact that maybe I made decisions, or I was in a place where I had to make decisions where things kept repeating. But that's, sometimes we have to go through that to say, enough. How do I change this? How do I get past my fear? Obsessive thinking. Codependence on others, or a substance maybe. How do I get past this? If this is what's holding you back, then it would be clearer. It's easier to see why the cycle keeps repeating. Okay. What I want to do is just pull a few more cards. Give you some guidance. Some of the processing is just really feeling the pain and letting it go. This one kind of just reminds me of letting it flow through you so you can release it. Those that are challenged really greatly, those that have gone through a lot, make some of the most incredible leaders, because they know what it's like. And so many times people that overcome great sorrows and strife are worthy of our trust. So, if this was to build this incredible person that you are and to inspire others, then that would make a little bit more sense, huh? It's the Ten of Wands reversed. And I have the Tower. I have the Queen of Coins reversed. I I have the Five of Pentacles reversed. And I have the World. I want you to know that you have this, wow, it's like this, there's a spiritual thing surrounding this, so I don't even know how to explain it. Maybe it'll come to me. Ten of Wands reverse is, well, releasing these burdens, letting them go. Okay, they're still being hung on to, and that's understandable. This one wand is that the wand is this one. I want to do something else. I want a new life. To have that, this has to be released. All the people in your head, people said you couldn't do it, including yourself. The experiences that you feel that kind of got you down, that kind of held you down, like beaten down. Release those because you're still here. This is the Tower. The Towers come so you could start over. Clear the slate. I know that's not easy. I know. This kind of change is never easy. Change is just not easy anyway. But this is so you can rebuild it the right way. Not the right way. A way that serves you. A way that's good for you. A way that you can grow. And what if you could reach your heart's desires through this? You could do the things you always wanted to do, that you dreamed of. I had the Queen of Pentacles again. So we have a... Okay, I don't know why this popped up. Sorry. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles reverse, I have another one. So... I don't know, it feels like maybe you've been looking at this. How, so whoever this is for, how you haven't been able to stand on your own, be who you want to be. It's like, you feel like maybe you're not living your life, like you're compromised in some way. Because this is Five of Pentacles reversed because of the financial losses it's going to cause, and because it keeps happening. But the Tower is about divine intervention, coming down to change your fate. It's time. It's time. Because the divine knows, God, Spirit, your higher self, knows that you haven't been happy. So, here's your confirmation of the World again. That change is here. And do you want it? Are you going to accept it? This new life, this rebirth. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And you're worthy of this. Absolutely. Absolutely. The old patterns, the repeating cycles, they don't need to repeat. They don't need to repeat, okay? Start there, being open to it. If this is too much information, there's too much information, you can be open to it, and then just ask for some guidance. You know, I don't know how strong your spiritual connection is, but it's a good time to start working on that too, because there's a certain amount of protection. There's already guidance here, so okay. Should we take that one because it was left? Climb the spiral ladder one step at a time. It's about ascension. It's about growing your spirit. And ooh, it feels like it's about your life's purpose. Take one little bit at a time and savor the moments. Savor the things you are conquering. in your emotions and in your thoughts and in the exterior world. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you. It's given me more hope too. I love you, Pisces. You take care now. See you next time. Bye-bye.